It's where the big stories live. This is Plus TV Africa, and you're watching Tea Time, the hottest entertainment program. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and I'm here with Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshunkeye. Hi, guys.
What's up?
Okay, so I just feel that we should go straight on to what we have, our main agenda today.
Yeah,
So yes. Should we, Elsie?
So now we can continue.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so let's quickly move on. So today, the agenda we have today is that we have a studio guest, and it's time to introduce that studio guest. She's an Afrocentric fashion entrepreneur. She owns SGTC Clothing, amongst other businesses. She's also a TV and film producer and trots around the globe regularly. Now, with over 46,000 followers on Instagram, let's make welcome fashion entrepreneur Adetoke. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Hi.
Hi.
You're making me laugh and blush, and thank you for the introduction.
Oh, thank you very much. All right, so this globe-trotting thing, is that really you? Does that happen regularly? Or that's just part of your brand?
Well, I started out in TV, and I was a fashion week reporter. So I was always going for London Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and like Africa Fashion Week, London, and of course Nigeria. Then I think business found me because I was always representing African prints, and then someone in London just said, "Oh, hi! I really love what you're wearing. Can I have £1,000 worth of what you want?" That's how business started. Like that. And then with business and with Nigeria, you need to. There are some things you need to do to make people know that, hey, I'm here to stay. Like fashion weeks, I'm always going for London Fashion Weeks like twice in a year, and all those kind of things validate you as a designer, because when you talk and people listen, then hey, hi, I'm a designer. Come on.
Okay, we'll talk some more about that, but I wanted, just for the viewers that are watching at the moment, for them to understand exactly, what SGTC stands for, how that came about, because some people may not even know that it's an acronym that actually means something. So tell us about that and how it actually developed.
Okay, SGTC actually means Style Goes to Church, like Style Goes to Church. I started out when I was the HOD entertainment for Super Screen Television. I was actually motivated by Toke Makinwa. Like I saw the way trolls were like on her page, and I was like, what? They always, this girl's page. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start an Instagram page where it will be because I love church, and I love looking good. I know there's a cliche like if you love going to church, you must be ugly, you must blah blah blah. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to Style Goes to Church, and then I was like, let me see the person that will come and abuse me on Instagram. So she actually motivated me starting out, and then people started following. I think more Americans. Then it grew very big. Then we started making money. I was like, like joke. And then from there we started. The page started sponsoring my trips. And then I worked like, oh, okay, you're traveling. I'm like, don't worry, I'll use my money. And then promotion. So when the clothing, whatever came up, like the wholesaler, I'm trying not to talk too fast. When the wholesaler came, I was like, oh, I want 1,000, whatever, what you're wearing. And I was like, oh, let me see. Because I'm very big on Instagram. When I say very big, like, I love Instagram. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? Like, okay, SGTC. Style Goes to Church, because I already have a feature page where I feature people looking good for Sundays, for blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, let me just start something. I never, ever saw it getting big, and then,
I picked up on two things while you were speaking. First, you said somebody in London saw it and was like, I want £1,000 worth of what you're wearing. Secondly, you said America. You mentioned something about America and someone saying your outfit as well.
Oh yeah, did I mention it now?
You mentioned something like that. So my question is, would you say that foreigners are more interested in the African prints than we Africans ourselves?
Very, very good question. You deserve a hug. Actually, right now, like everybody, there's a new wave. Africa is the new America. Everybody wants to come back home or like affiliate, oh, I'm African, oh, I want to go back to my roots. So there's this new wave of people coming to see what we are doing, like our fabrics, anything Afrocentric. So right now, you can cash out on anything that has to do with Africa. And then the reason why it's like, because they put the spotlight on Africa, of course, we follow the Western culture. It is just, it's like it will come back to us. Oh, because they are, like you see, like Alicia Keys wearing Afrocentric pieces. You see popular people, Rihanna, like you be like, oh, Rihanna is doing this, so I can, okay. And then, boom, everything became very, very big, like the industry. And people are still cashing out millions daily on social media.
But so, Nigerians would be like Ankara.
Yeah, you know, because there was a time like, oh, Ankara. Now everybody wants to wear Ankara.
Okay, since we're actually talking about Ankara, let me quickly, hone in on that, because one of the things that is quite peculiar to your own business is the fact that you only deal in Ankara. So what led to that decision that you were only going to deal with that and that only?
Okay, I travel a lot, and then there's no way you can do more than the Western people. Let's just face that fact, because we are trying to be like them. Yeah. And then because someone said, oh, can I have, as an Ijebu girl, 1,000 pounds? And then pounds was really high. Okay. And then you have different people coming, oh, Africa, because they don't want the normal things we wear. So when you say, oh, it's so chic, it's so African, I want 500,000, I want 200, wholesaler. And I'm like, hey, what am I doing with what you guys are wearing? And there's power in our culture. So I really cashed in on that. And of course, I'm smiling. And I never went back to drop my resignation letter, actually.
How many outfits did that £1,000 turn out to be?
Oh, yeah. As at then, because I hated business, to be honest, like, because I saw myself as that kind of person that I don't know how to ask anybody for favors or whatever. I think as at then, maybe one dress was 8,000 naira. So we just multiplied it in sizes.
How about now?
Yeah, all my pieces are actually within range, because that is my selling power. We sell more in quantity and quality. Of course, like we sell, people buy more.
What I'm trying to gauge is, like how many pieces of clothing, was that 1,000 worth? Like 20 pieces, 30, or about 50?
Now, he wants to disgrace me on live TV. 8,000, 500,000, 1,000 pounds, there was 500K, one check. So just you, back
to you. That was about 40. That's about 40. All right, time for a break, guys. Before Elsie asks her question, I know she's been dying to ask one, but we'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll be carrying on with our exciting conversation with fashion entrepreneur Adetoke, and Elsie will be asking her question when we come back. We'll be right back. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbohiofobo, Akborobomemere.
I think my father is a comedian, because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. Well, I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere. Feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. Up next is a continuation of our interesting chat with fashion entrepreneur Adetoke. Now, before Elsie asks her question, I've been dying to say this, so let me quickly say it. By the way, I love your top. Absolutely fabulous. The colors, the fabric.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
But before Elsie says this, she just have to say, I love your...
Goodness.
What do you call this? Turban?
Oh, yeah, nice job.
Nice. I love your turban.
Are you two done? Right. Okay, so you said you love church, right?
Yes,
and
I
then
do.
You love fashion, obviously.
Extremely.
And your brand is Style Goes to Church.
Yes.
So I think you are the best person to weigh in on this conversation,
Okay.
right? So Ife and I are always on the point of saying, how do you dress to church? I say, you can look good, but you need to be conservative. And he says that is being judgmental, that you can open your body and go to church and all that. So what do you think?
For me, the kind of church I go to, like provided you are comfortable, you wouldn't put your boobs. Can I say that on?
Yeah,
You wouldn't put you wouldn't want to be the sinus of all eyes in a very negative way. You don't want to distract people. And then the kind of church I go to Christ Embassy. Yep. Like, you don't want to drive people away. Bring your boobs like that to church. Come and receive Jesus. Rather than say, hey, all of you, if you don't wear masks, trust me, the people covering everywhere, they are usually Thank you. They are usually very, very, like you can't judge based on
No, I'm not
dressing.
saying judge. I'm saying, what do you think is right? Should I just wake up this morning and wear like my boobs up and say I'm going to church because I feel like...
No, would you wear your, like, let's say, wear your boobs to work? Do you understand? Why wouldn't you just dress like that to work? If you can't do that to work, why would you want to do it to church? I think there are like undertone guidelines without saying, hey, don't do it. Your common sense should tell you. Like imagine say, oh, praise the Lord, somebody, and they're all like, hallelujah. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So you wouldn't want that attention, but look good, wear whatever. You're carrying good, like,
as
you
long
know.
as you're comfortable.
Thank you, that is the word.
And your body is the temple of the Holy
If is
Spirit.
trying to play towards
And then
our
your
part,
heart-
forget it. She has answered the question.
Yeah, she has answered the question. And your heart is all that matters when it comes to your relationship with God. not
Yeah,
what you're
and you
wearing,
wouldn't want to distract someone else. That's
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah,
as
if
a
that person doesn't have a
Nigerian
good
fashion
relationship with God, it's not your
entrepreneur-
fault.
As a Nigerian fashion entrepreneur,
Yeah.
what is the struggles you know the industry is facing right now?
Wow, I need to clap for you. That's very, very smart question. First off, when you are an online business owner, you would face people stealing your designs. Like it's so bad that when you tell them this is my data, is it only you? One actually told me, is it only you that should be making the money? I was like, like people know me on Instagram that I go hard. Why? You can say eye bags. I call them designer eye bags. I work hard. And I'm very open to helping other people because not everybody will travel and not everybody will see fashion shows. But I'll tell them you can use your phone, everything, Google it, but don't come for me. If you come for me, be ready. And if people know you for integrity, my customers actually are the ones that say, hey, this is SGTC clothing. And so that is one, very, very big. Two, social media is crazy. If you are not popular, whether you are talented, forget it. There must be something, you must be big somehow. If you have, people judge you by what they see. Yeah? I'm sure many people following me right now is because they are seeing Toke, she's so... Many people may hate me, but you know that kind of, Toke, and they're like, what's wrong with that, ha, ha, ha. But they'll be there. Anytime I travel out of the country and because I love pictures, so it's easier for me. Some people don't love pictures, but they love business. If you want to sell on Instagram, you must love pictures because one picture can bring you millions. Trust me, and you can reach across the globe with just one picture. So another challenge, like having a platform that would bring in people, because it's not just enough to have like what is it called? Your beautiful pieces, blah, blah, blah. You must have money to promote, work with influencers. That's another thing that is very, very big. And most people, most brand influencers don't even want to work with the upcoming because they're like, oh, she only has like 500, I beg. Or they would even collect, they won't tag you. Wow. Yes, it's actually very brutal. Yeah.
Okay. What would you call your biggest client?
Wow, there are many, but I wouldn't want to. My biggest are my wholesalers. See. Let me tell you the truth.
And are they Africans?
No.
Okay.
Okay, maybe one or two. Yeah, because wholesalers that will buy at once, they are the ones that say, hey, trust me, the popular ones don't really pay. It's more of collaboration. But the ones that pay,
I want to ask a question.
But I need to follow up this. The vibe I get from you is that you understand Instagram, at least, when it comes to social media and for your business.
Yes.
And brand influencers.
What tips do you have for up-and-coming fashion entrepreneurs, you know, that would want to be like you someday, especially in using Instagram?
First off, do not try to be like me. Try to be better. Because for me, even though I'm like, I make so much, I don't make money. Tax.
We know you do. Just
don't try to be like me. Aspire to be better.
Okay.
Because then you can land on a very high whatever. Two, you must be ready to work hard. A lot of people are lazy. They only want that money. They only want that glam. Oh, I'm in London, I'm in Paris. My dear, you must work. People they know me. Three, your brain, this brain must. I don't know how to sew, but I'm making money on because this is my passion. Your passion must be seen. And another thing that most people do, self-esteem issues. If you must market your brand, you must talk, speak, you must be bold. Okay, just imagine you are selling your whatever bracelet and you want me to buy, but you can't even convince me to. Many people come, oh, you are the only one that can help me. No. When you stand, people must know that, hey, I'm good enough for you to say, oh, let me work with her, let me work with him.
Okay, so my question is actually related to what she said. You know, I was hoping that you might be able to tell us, you know, how the role, you know, that social media has actually played in your business, you know, that has made it successful. And I know that you also, you have a preference for a particular social media, what do they call it? No, there's a particular one that you actually use more than the others. And I'm like, why did you go for that as opposed to the others? Because I know there's one you use more than the others. So tell us the role, you know, social media has played in your business and why you go for the one that you go for.
Instagram, there's money on Instagram. I hate people telling me I don't have work, oh, help me. There's something you are good at. There's someone that shared a testimony, whatever, like one of my business friends, Gary, she made millions of Gary, political, all the Gary you saw that they were, I don't want to mention names, that you saw everywhere. She was the one that supplied it. Not Gary, she made millions. Someone would have said, oh, Gary, oh, I don't do Gary. And you're suffering, okay. So for me, Instagram is large. And because Instagram is a big market, and people should never be intimidated by the number of people doing what you do. First thing, Instagram gave me money. I didn't even plan for the attention. When I started, because I'm a perfectionist, of course, TV, you know how it is. Oh, your health. There's something you must be. I'm a perfectionist, yeah. And I already know that excellence you would have results when you are excellent, and when your eyes can see excellence, anything is possible. So for that, I brought that into I knew what I wanted, and I over the years I've worked on my self-esteem issues, my confidence, and I brought that into SGTC. Because trust me, you meet a lot of customers that you want to kill them. Yeah. So for me, Instagram really helped, and because people know me as a woman of integrity, it was easy to sell my market.
Okay. All right, we need to go on a quick break before we ask you the next question. So time for another break. When we come back, it'll be time to continue this interesting conversation with our studio guest. We're talking to fashion entrepreneur Adetoke. That's all coming up when Tea Time on Plus TV Africa continues. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbofiofobo, Akborubomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. This is Tea Time, and we're moving on with our guest, fashion entrepreneur Adetoke. Yes, so Ife has a question for you.
Yeah, no, I actually have a double-barrel question.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, so I picked up on something you said. You said you don't know how to sew. So do you sketch? What do you do? Do you just put the pieces together, you style them? Then secondly, did you undergo any form of training if you actually put the pieces together? How did you get to this level?
Okay. One, I sketch. I'm not just see. I am like I had this this brain. I'm a natural creative, yeah? And because all those times I was working with TV stations, like I was in the fashion and entertainment, what is it called, department. You know, some things we do that we don't know we are training ourselves on, like just be diligent. And that's something I want to say again. If you think your boss is always giving you work, do it. One day, you would know that work, it's like a folder. So for me, when fashion found, I know what I want. I know what fits me. And I'm the face of my brand. So and of course I love fashion. And I've had time to work on myself for almost 10 years before going into business. So I already know what I like. And if I'm comfortable with my skin. So it affects my pictures. So when people see my picture, they just say, I want this. So like now, and then because I'm very good with trends, I follow trends. And SGTC clothing is all about trends. Like, and that's why I go for Fashion Week. I can tell, you know, there are predictions for the year. Like this year, it's all about print. Like what I'm wearing now, it's a dress, by the way. It's print, it's two prints, print clash. Like you notice the color. Color is big for marketing.
So what's the color in season now?
Yellow is actually, coral is actually the color for the year. Okay. But yellow is very, very big, predicted. Like
to be the next.
Yeah, very, very, it's every yellow, bright.
How do you people come up with these colors that we were not taught in primary school? Because what is coral again?
Coral is a family of, this is peach. Coral is a family of orange. You know, there's coral, there's salmon, just imagine, I never knew you guys would ask me these questions. You need to know your onions. When you know what and don't say, it's because she's traveling. I've always been, I was in Nigeria many years before I traveled, yeah? When you know, you would Google, you would know these things, and it would affect your brand.
Passion, you know, helps you learn more.
Because I can't feel.
So I don't know how to feel. Any form of training?
I've not,
So you're self-taught?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so.
Finally, now that I can let you go, I would also like to know, I think you'll be a good authority on the Adesua's Vogue magazine cover. What do you think about that?
Okay, two things, First off, as a Nigerian and African, I'm like super proud. Oh, wow, at least, like I said, there's attention now on Africa. So I'm like, oh, go girl. Yeah, but the quality, I think I've seen, if you're talking about that, I've seen better
Vogue God bless you. Thank you for saying so.
Please allow her. Why are you jumping?
I've seen better Vogue covers. But in my own opinion, at least she's Nigerian. Whether she's white or black inside there, or they're all black and white, she's Adesua, and they put Nigerian there.
Right. So before we run out of time, I have a last question I want to ask you. It's something that you said earlier, and it's to do with, like, you had like esteem issues, you said, and this makes us know the real you know, because when people who have done well in business or people who are celebrated, you know, we see a facade. But when you talk about your struggles, you know, that makes us see the real person. So it's like I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I heard, it's like you had 10 years to like build yourself up, you know. So take us through
I really need to clap for, like, these presenters are on point. Your questions are so intelligent. So I'm really going to say this because of people out there, like they're all here in America, London. I had self-esteem issues, and I think everybody at a point in time in your life, somewhere you think you are not good enough, or like I saw other people, you know, I was like, oh, my leg is not fine, oh, my this, and you'd be, especially teenagers, like that period. Mine, funny enough, church helped me with mine, like that. I took the word of God, I'm not ashamed to say that, personally, and it's like, wow, and of course my parents, you know, my father would always, there was a time I couldn't wear heels. He would say, I'm sending you heels. What do you mean? My father is so stylish. And my mom, you would wear, you know, anytime I'm like, I'm not even fine, she'd say, Yoruba, Emi Obimotio, fine. You are fine. You are fine in Jesus' name. And then I'll be like, Mommy, what are you saying? But then she was sewing, that is why positive confession, whatever religion, it is very big. And, you know, I grew up with that. My father is behind me, my mother is behind me, so every other person. And then I was not exposed to church again. And you know, and then I kept off everybody. I worked on myself, like, because then I never thought I was good enough. Imagine, I never even thought I was fine. I just thought my father is always supporting my own. But so outside I was always intimidated, but now, girl, you'd have to shut me up. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this question is pretty simple. I saw it on your own page.
Really?
So when you meet someone for the first time, what is that thing you notice first?
Outfit, how you look.
Okay.
Yeah, then two, I think your rapport. Yeah, like, okay, is she faking it? Is that like, trust me, I know fake from like, cause I've been there. So no matter, oh girl, I like your, oh girl, I'm like, shut up, let me just pretend. Yeah, so outfit, because I'm, of course, fashion entrepreneur, and of course, your countenance and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the vibe you got when you came in here?
I wanted to say that online. No, I was like, oh, are they going to be friendly? But you guys are like natural. Like you guys are like, okay, who is she to? Okay, let's see. She's going to pose.
Well, he's fishing for compliments. Give it to him.
No. And then I was like, oh, nice, is well dressed. Oh, nice. I was like, oh, I noticed your lapel pins. I'm like, oh, nice. I like her hair. Okay, this is what I'm even wearing next. So, and you were like, oh, guys, ha ha. I'm like, oh,
my
nice.
Okay.
I was like, okay. So yeah, I
hope you got your
You guys are
compliments.
very intelligent, actually. So I must say
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I think that's where we're going to wrap up, unless anyone has any final questions.
It's okay. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank
You're
you so much.
beautiful,
Thank you so
All
much.
right, so that's what we're going to wrap up on Tea Time this afternoon. Join us tomorrow for a brand new episode of the program. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchors Ife, Elsie, the entire production team, and last but most certainly not least, our studio guest, fashion entrepreneur Adetoke.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so I'm Tokunbo Taiwo saying thanks for watching and have yourself a good evening.